Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of Ore Campaign 6 Week 5, Day 3. So today, of course, we got ourselves the Daemon pet, which actually is kind of convenient because if you have the max amount of stars on Blighted Lands, which is 22 stars, there's this annoying having to get a third upgraded pet. And a lot of people probably don't have Wimp all the way upgraded. I believe it came out earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, it's available again today, and we'll definitely be getting some more copies. But this guy needs to go all the way to Mythic, otherwise he's going to keep showing up in my little middle section here, which isn't too big a deal. But he should be gone by this weekend, probably. Because we're going to get like 1 or 2 copies when we do the other thing. Plus, he's going to show up here like almost every other day. Yesterday he showed up with 3. This time he showed up with 1. The pet ones are actually pretty good value, though. The smaller one is 50 gems for a pet plus 10 white pet food, which is actually better value than the other one. And the other one is, I think, 10 of the color pet food with like 3 copies for like 150. So technically, this one's actually the best value. And it's actually one of the highest value buys you could do. The 50 gems for a copy of a pet and 10 white pet food. It only occurs when you specifically need a pet for a kingdom upgrade, and then it goes away. You can also do arena runs during this time and get pretty good value that way too. And they're 10% off. Not like there's much of a difference between 45 gems and 50 gems. Both are pretty much the same, but hey, a little bit better value. Plus it gets it away earlier. However, we are not doing that because we got to do a billion arenas this weekend. So yeah, we're not going to do that. But we could if we truly wanted to. Also, don't forget, we got Imperial today. 25 gems and Imperial, as well as 6 reds. But that's not as relevant compared to the Imperial. We need to start figuring out what kingdoms we want to start getting at 16 as well. I think I might just be holding them, though. Just because, realistically, we're not chasing 20% anytime soon. Until we have almost all of them, if not all of them, already upgraded. And because of that, we kind of just want to wait until things start reaching 25 stars. Because I believe you need it for 24 or 25. I can't remember. One or the other. But I know on the way to 25 you need it. It's either specifically 24 or 25, where you need a 16 level kingdom in order for it to actually get upgraded. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Bill, hello Mister, hello Gimli, hello Roman, hello Ricardo. Let's see. You're watching the debate on the election of Canada? Ooh, interesting. Haven't been keeping up with that. Is it like a presidential debate or for some kind of thing more local? Hello Bushka, hello Bill Warhammer, hello Imperial, hello, hello Daddy Shark, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Cookie, hello Crisp, hello NASA, hello Isabel, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Also, speaking of Isabel, thank you again for the mouse. We can actually scroll again. We did end up getting a new mouse. Though, I tried figuring out for hours, and I still haven't been able to do it. Though, luckily, it doesn't matter for most things. So this button has, or this mouse is amazing. It has like 6 side buttons. There's a problem with it though, and the software that's supposed to pick it up isn't picking up. It's really funny because when I downloaded it, I didn't even realize you could use it for my webcam and my mic because they're considered Logitech. I didn't even realize it's considered a Logitech mic, the Blue Yeti. But they both picked up, the C920 webcam and the other thing. However, I tried for literal hours, like 1 hour last night and like 2 or 3 hours or so today. Also, hello Rogue, if I didn't already say hi. I thought I said hi to Rogue, but welcome, welcome. Because you said you were going to be in and out or something. Let's see. Or was that someone else? Never mind. But hello, Rogue. Who have I not said hello to then? Missing people. Hello, Poing. Anyways, but yeah, I tried for hours to try to get this thing to recognize. Luckily, it doesn't matter too much because you can change your global sensitivity for your mouse. And that kind of worked. But I have no way to set all these buttons. But luckily, all the normal functions of a mouse it'll do, so it'll be good to go. But I still don't understand why that program doesn't pick it up. It picked up the mic instantly, and it picked up the webcam. But it would not pick up the mouse, even though it's the designated program for it. Kind of weird, but not too big a deal. Anyways, so let's start off with, I guess we'll clear out the pet. Now I'll probably mess with the World event, because I actually forgot to do it yesterday. Even though we kind of mentioned it a bit. But we should be able to get the rest of our battles in, because by the time tomorrow night hits, we likely will be completely done with it. Might as well go claim our orbs right now and see the triple blue, right? Blue, blue, blue. Nope. Wrong color. That is very much the incorrect color. Those would be greens. If only they were as useful. Anyways, so yeah, let's start off with the pet. So, of course, this is the main thing that we got going on. Also, keep in mind, we have 2 pet events this week. Today we have the Imp, which is one that quite a few people might not have maxed. It's one of the more recent ones. I believe it came earlier this year. I forget exactly when, but I know within the last year it ended up coming in. The other thing is this Saturday, if you didn't end up getting it or you want to get it max or you just simply want more copies, the 2020 International Dog Day pet is this Saturday. The one from last year, of course. We had the one for this year, what, 2 Wednesdays ago? I believe it was. But the one for 2020 of last year is available this Saturday. So if you didn't end up picking that up, want more copies, anything else, that'll be available then. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention that in the Monday video. I've been mentioning it almost like every day on stream though. So there's that. But yeah, we're gonna be getting that again. I don't think we're getting any other Saturday ones for a while though. The next Saturday one we'll likely be getting is around Halloween time for all of those. There's quite a few. I believe they've been doing those since 2018. Like, that was the first year I believe they did pets was 2018. And of course all the main holidays got one pretty much every single year. Where some of the other ones have been kind of mixed. Like Shark Day. I didn't realize we've only had one Shark Day pet. I think it was the 2018 or 2019 one. And then they never did it again. Also, why is it not? There we go. Let me click for a second. Let's see. New Orc Troop coming out on September 27th. That's pretty useful. Wait, is Groshnok getting something that isn't useless? I didn't think that was possible. That kingdom has like some of the worst things in the entire game. Is it really finally getting something? That's pretty amazing. Yeah, as long as we can scroll, I know, right? I haven't been able to scroll for like 2 months now. Though you learn a lot of weird techniques for navigating pages that you never even necessarily knew existed when you don't have a scroll bar for that long. It's actually not that bad. Though it's impossible to play some games, though, that literally require scrolling. Luckily, Gems of War isn't one of them. Like, it uses scrolling, but, you know, it's not like a required aspect of playing. Oh, I keep clicking on, like, a gem there. And it's like, wait, why can't I click the abilities? Because the gem's already clicked. It's definitely pretty responsive. Problem is it's slightly too responsive. No. It's just because I keep like mashing the A there and then it's like already selecting a thing. And then if it's already selecting a thing like this, you can't click over to the other thing. It's a skull convert that creates potions. Interesting. So basically a double convert. Isn't that kind of like the mythic we're getting? Interesting. Let's see. I'll take that over for now. Do we have a cascade here? I don't believe we do. Please let me cast the gun. You're just sitting there ready to go. Oh, now it's ready to go. And it's just dead. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that bug. There's currently a bug where, oh good, we got 2 copies. Where if you explode a potion on turn 1 due to the, you know, explosions that start a battle, it will end up skipping your turn. And it does that 100% consistently until they fix it. Yeah, we're gonna go check the Orc Troop. I'll go check it right now. So, what's this Orc Troop of which you speak? Let's see. Because we do have a Groshnok event, I believe, in 3 weeks from now. It's the 5th week. I believe it's the 8th week of the event. We have a Groshnok event, which I think I just passed it. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, so let's see what this thing does. Let's see. Let's grab that link. Put that over here. Feels so weird to be able to scroll. Need to get used to that again. Info. Hello. 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 There's no info. Why would what? Aw, there's no info there. Okay, well, let's read it here, I guess. Convert all blue gems to skulls. Creates 1 to 3 brown gem potions. If the enemy is stunned, there's a 50% chance to gain an extra turn. So another one of those kind of troops that we've already had. 2 higher mana cost, but it gets a full convert out of it. I assume the skull convert would happen first, in which case that would be fine. Oh no, it doesn't seem too over the top. If it gets lucky, it could be. Because there's not too many skull spammers that have extra turn chance. Skeleton's one of the only few, if not the only one. It's generally not something you end up getting on most skull spammers. The chance at extra turning. It definitely has some potential. I just don't feel like the brown potion might help that much. But yeah, it's basically a single convert with a little bit of gem spawn. Which is an interesting combination. It really depends on if it lands extra turn or not. It does feed brown back into itself, so I guess there's that going for it too. It definitely has potential. Doesn't have any good traits though. I guess technically double damage against stunned can kind of play into it a little bit. Because you're probably just using an Obsidious with it. Because that will sink the rest of the brown as well as, you know, the stun, which is pretty important for his functionality. Not just for his double skull damage, but, you know, his extra turn chance. It's pretty relevant there. But, I don't know. I personally don't feel like it's going to be used a lot. It's not bad, though. It's just very situational when you'd bring that out. Compared to other skull spammers. Its higher mana cost is probably going to get in the way. What's the other one that has a higher mana cost? Because the other ones were 14. Enchant a random ally. It's not really good enough to justify that higher mana cost. Create 1 to 3 purple potions. If the enemy is cursed. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Been getting a lot of those troops, though. I assume we were getting one per every color. Because we have, what, blue and red right now? We got the red one this week, we got blue last week. As far as those things that convert into a single potion. But yeah, it's going to be used almost entirely with Obsidious whenever it gets used, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's go clear our dailies real quick. We already have Phoenicia build set up, so might as well go do that. And head over here. Oh, not with that team, though. Phoenicia! I need you. I forgot, even though we have Phoenicia set for the pet battle, it automatically does that, so it doesn't actually ruin what team you have set. Though I always think it's like, oh, we had Phoenicia set, but we didn't actually have Phoenicia set because it was just from the pet battle. You're going on vacation on Saturday? I hope your vacation goes well. Yeah, I hope I don't get a forced vacation soon if we get a hurricane in this area. Though, so far it doesn't seem like anything's going to hit the area yet, but still peak hurricane season, so you never know. But hopefully this year will be as tame as last year. Or I don't even think we lost electricity during that month last year. Whereas the previous 2 we had to evacuate. So hopefully this year will be pretty tame. Let's see. Oh, what do we even grab here? I'll take the red over there. It's been raining a lot this summer. I haven't gotten too much rain yet. We've had a few, like, bigger storms. But lately it hasn't been raining much. Or if it has been at night. So I know during the day it hasn't been. Can you... Oh, there, I already did that. What if you used it with Wrath? It could be okay with Wrath, trying to get the convert there to get the extra bit of mana. I mean, the extra bit of skulls. The mana leads back into it. You're probably going to get explosion off it. I'm not sure if you auto lose your turn in that case, though. I don't believe you do. But I've never actually specifically tested with a trait extra turn explosion. I don't think it costs you your turn. Though I haven't specifically tried to know for sure. I know when you do it at the start of your battle, you lose your turn. I don't think it does it during the duration of a battle, though. If you trigger one off of traits. It just does that at the beginning of battle for whatever reason. However they have it coded. Oh, let's see what to get it over. But I really do hope they fix the potion bug soon. It's really annoying. Not as annoying as anything that has ever happened with lycanthropy, but still. they're just gonna keep adding power gems that have some kind of glitch with it every single time. It's a pretty obvious one, too. Like, I could see you missing every single one with Lycanthropy. Except maybe the level lowering one, because that one was pretty obvious. But, like, the ones that, like, crash the game and stuff like that, that one I could somewhat see. Because I personally have not been able to replicate that one a single time. But something like, the one with the explosion at the start of battle. Like, that is so absurdly common. Because basically every event has explosions, as long as you buy into tier 2. What's the highest natural treasure chest that you can get in Delves? 10. It is impossible to go higher than 10. Theoretically, it is possible to get, you know, like an 11 or a 12 or whatever it was. But it actually caps at 10. So even if you were to get something like an 11, it would just give you a 10 instead. Because that's the cap of what you would get. Because I believe 11 or 12 it could theoretically reach if you got like perfect luck. But it caps at 10 even if you got the luck to be able to go higher. Alright, we did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. Let's go to the reward event then. It's probably the last that we need to get in because the guild's pretty much done with it, which is nice. By the time we go on tomorrow night, should be good to go. So we'll do the last of our battles here. So as far as priority order, you want to take Grapple Pot as your highest priority, and then you just simply do it in rarity order. So from there it would be the Queen of Sin, then Moloch, and then the Epics, then the Ultra Rares. So that's priority order as far as this event. Oh yeah, I did want to change my team. This is a low-level team. It is Winter Knight, Black Manacles, Lion Prince, Paladin. We showed them in the Monday video if you want to copy-paste any of them. There was that. And we've been using that this entire time up to this point, so it can pretty much go the whole time if you truly wanted to. However, I do finally want to change to our bigger team now that we've been using that other one so much. And we'll change over to the intended one. I just wanted to use the other one because it's quicker for the lower level range. So this one's Monk Hero class with Vanguard, Guards, Avatar, Cirque, and Headley. Kind of like how you would run a Rowan team, except a little different. And we have to use a bit of a weird mana accumulator because we're restricted to Knights, of course. So we can't just use, you know, like a Thrall or a Leprechaun or something like that. Because we don't have access to it for this event. So you boost ratio off of yellow to create reds. Or sorry, you boost ratio off of reds to create yellow. Other way around. No, wrong again. It boosts ratio off of blue to create yellow. I'll get it right eventually. But yeah, he basically just does a gigantic cast, kills everything, good to go. Standard Rowan kind of things. We can boost up his armor, go crazy with that. Can he actually get to 10 naturally? Yes. Or what do you mean by naturally? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, you can easily get to 10. I'm not sure what you mean by naturally in that context. Let's see, we'll take that over. Grab that down. What else do we need here? Take a little bit of red. Take a blue over there. To get all the yellow we need. Without the quality boost? Oh, I have no clue if it's possible. I'm not sure if I've ever done a single delve without the quality boost, even on new accounts. Other than when we were farming at level 20 on one. Because generally you want to always be doing it with quality boost. And not even going into a faction that doesn't have it. Because you could just camp a single one at level 20 while you're waiting for the other ones to get it. Which is generally what you do when you're like first starting off in the game. Like you just get one all the way to max quality. And then ideally to 100. And while you're working on all the other ones up to max quality. And then you just keep camping the one that you farm, like City of Thieves or something similar. I know in our Switch account, because there wasn't as many factions, I think we had to do it on Hall of Guardians way back then. Just because there were so few factions at the time. But in the current state of the game, it'd be either City of Thieves, or the one that actually just came out is a pretty good location. The Worm Run. Really good farming location, Delve. Oh, we don't have enough to one-shot anymore. Boo. I'm gonna risk this. If I miss, we give Valraven full mana. But if we hit, we won. And we did hit. And now we won. Normally I wouldn't take that risk against a Valraven, however, us having 2 more sigils doesn't make or break this event. If it was some other event, we might be a little bit more cautious, like a bounty hunter or something. But for this particular event, don't really need to be as safe for it. Another way of saying it is, what's the highest you can, the treasure chest before doing the last stage? Well, if there's 7 battles before the final stage, you can have it to 7. Well, you know, you can have it to as many rooms as there are. So, yes, you could have a level 7 chest, right? Is it 8 rooms or 9 rooms? I can't even remember now. But every single room has a chance of giving you a chest upgrade. Meaning that every single room is, you know, the number that you could potentially have. Assuming you got perfect luck and got every single one of them to roll a additional chest. Oh, there is like 0 yellow on this board right now. We do have his convert, but I want to go for that first. Purple to yellow. You know what? It's good enough. I'm just going to go for it. Hope it works out. He can only hit us with so many skulls. Apparently enough to kill our hero. That's fine. Tried for yellow off the sky. Didn't get it, but it doesn't matter because 1 guard kills. As long as he doesn't touch it. Oh, no. He touched it. No. You weren't supposed to touch. No touch. I'm going to take a red for now. Is that even enough? No. I'll take that and hope we get lucky. Good enough. Dead. Actually, I could just scold him as well. There's like 2 or 3 skulls we could have taken there. And we got the cake. Wow, we're getting so much cake all of a sudden. Cakes are worth, I believe, 20 points each. Unless they scale. I know 20 points is their base points. It's the highest of any of the rooms. The good old grapple pot. They'll also start scaling like crazy as far as how much stats it gets. I kind of want to go cast that, so I'm going to wait a turn. Stall this, because I know for sure we don't have enough damage, so I'm just going to do this. And then it's dead. The power of her Scale Shield. It does block its mana, but aren't you blocking its mana 2 times over, but it's fine. The cake is a lie, I know, right? I never actually did play the Portal games. I've never been a huge fan of like really heavy puzzle-based games. Like exploration games and heavy puzzle-based games, never been a huge fan of. A few other genres too, like shooters and such. But I don't know, because it's never really get too much into them. Like I don't hate them, but not really genres I've played that often, if at all. Though we will be playing Breath of the Wild 2 and 1 right before it comes out. Or, you know, Breath of the Wild 1's already out. I mean, you know, playing that before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Let's see. What do we even go for here? Does it even have alignment? Yes. In which case, we're going for it. And then let's take that, and that will hopefully be enough yellow to be good to go, and use that. The first one is worth it for the humor. The second one is way more puzzle-based. Weren't both of them puzzle games, though? Like, the whole premise was, you know, using venture portals for, puzzles. Unless the first one was more platforming-based, but I'm pretty sure it was more, puzzle-based. Or not more than the second one, but, you know, both of them being the same premise. Let's see. Take that over. I hope your classes have been going well, Isabel. Oh, I'll even take her. I'll take that over for now. I'll go for the Incubus there. There's still some things I almost want to go back to college for just to learn skill set wise. Or not necessarily a college, but you know, some kind of like class thingy for. Mostly writing and coding. I'm so bad at like self-teaching myself coding. I've done it like in the past for like HTML and stuff like that. Like I can get like a slight grasp on it, but I don't know, like not being in like that classroom setting when trying to learn something like that is like so horrible. Something like writing's a bit easier to do like self-taught though. Or classes at least give you like a really set direction as to what you should go do to try to improve. Whereas otherwise you just kind of do it aimlessly. Let's see. Is that enough damage? I feel like that's not enough damage. It is enough damage. That is a lot of extra armor. Oh no, we're out of sigils. No, you can't get another cake. No, it should be fine. Pretty sure the guild will get it done by the time we do our thing tomorrow night. Also, speaking of tomorrow night, we will do WarioWare at midnight tomorrow night. We're going to be doing it as soon as it launches. And we should be able to get through the whole game before we end the stream. So we're going to be going really late that night. But it should be fun. Then we'll probably sleep a little bit and then maybe come back to do a bunch of other stuff for it. I'm not sure how much content the game has though. But I'm pretty sure you can finish most of it in a single stream. Have I ever tried Hearthstone? Yes, we've streamed it in the past. I didn't care for how pay to win it was. So we eventually stopped. But no, we've tried Hearthstone in the past. It's, I don't know. It wasn't bad. Oh, I gotta kill a bunch of purple today, I just realized. I was like, wait, this isn't done yet. We gotta go kill a billion purples. Oh no. Where's the best location for that? Probably, Karkaroff? Center Mirage? Kedar? All locations that it can be done in. I feel like Karkaroff isn't that bad. Let's do Karkaroff. Where's my Dust Devil team? Gotta go get some quick kills. When a new kingdom is added, how many troops are added with it? In the past, not that many, though I believe in the current state of the game, they would probably add a lot more when they initially release a kingdom. In the past, I believe we only used to get like 8 at tops. Like, you would get at least 1 legend, obviously. It would come in with no mythic at the time, though that might be a different case nowadays. Because every kingdom has at least 1 mythic, if not 2, if not 3 by now. Yeah, it came in with at least 1 legend, 1 epic, and at least 1 troop of every rarity. So that's 1 ultra rare, 1 rare, 1 common. So at minimum 5, plus it normally went to about 8 or so. But at minimum it had to have 5, because it would always have 1 of every rarity. It would normally double up on the epic, so that's 6. And sometimes it would double up on like the rare common or something like that. And that would be 8. But it would have at least 1 of each, not counting mythic. And normally was around like 7 or 8 when they came out. I believe normally 8. Like basically double the amount that you get normally with a faction. But that might be different in the current state of the game, because obviously the current state of the game is way different than like 2-3 years ago when they were still adding kingdoms. Also, where on earth is my Dust Devil team? I really need to rename this thing. I can never find it. Ever since I made it so it doesn't have a number at the beginning, it always throws me off. Have I ever thought about auditing a class? I have no clue what that is. Let's see. But if anyone knows the other questions or anything else I missed too, let me know. Just double checking. Pretty sure I answered all those though. So hello Grudo, if I didn't already say hi, as well as Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. Also hello Crisp. Let's see what take that down. Oh, what am I doing? We're in a one-shot location. Must one-shot all the things. You saw the spoilers and there are like 10 commons that are going to be added? Interesting. That's a lot of commons. New kingdoms generally don't ever come in with that many commons. I think the most we've ever had on a new kingdom was 3 commons. Probably closer to 2. Why do I feel like Drifting Sands came in with 3? I know it had a lot of commons initially. I think it came with 2, but then had an event like nearly after that brought in another common, so it was 3. Because it had Rock, it had that other weird one, and it had like one other thing, I think. Or something like that, I can't remember. Who knows, maybe it doesn't even have 3 commons right now. I could have sworn a lot of commons. Maybe it was just because the commons were so unique that it seemed like there was 3 when there was only 2. Because those are the only two I can think of, Rock and that one weird purple one. Do you have any idea what that could be then? Well, one of them's probably a faction. One or two of them's probably for the factions. Because factions always come in with a, oh, never mind. Factions don't come in with a common. It's rare to, legendary. It could be another set of gnomes? Because gnomes come in at common. Guardian troops also come in at common. So it could be that we're getting new, tasks for that. Because that would account for 6 of them. If that was the case. Because all the Guardian troops are common in name only. Even though more realistically they're around legendary. Because that's what their trade stone cost and everything is. Oh, interesting. I never realized you could do something like that. Because, yeah, I don't really need the credits at this point. I have everything for an associate's already done. And I could just transfer those credits for other stuff. But I don't really need more unless I'm, like, really going to go to a bachelor's or a master's, which, at the current moment in time, I don't really have any intention to do. Also, why are there things with higher durability here? I might need to go somewhere else. Why are you guys surviving? We might have to go to Cinder Mirage. Because apparently that's not enough damage. Hello, Cinder Mirage. We meet again. I know this place has an okay amount of purple. It's not as many as like Karakroft, Kedar, or a few others, but it's competent enough that we might as well just go here. If it ensures the one-shots. Do you know why Cinder Mirage is the only kingdom where you only get 1 weapon plus 1 for the class during questing and leveling? It was the most recent kingdom brought into the game, so it has the least of pretty much everything. Cinder Mirage was added 2 years ago, almost said 2 months. But yeah, it's the most recent kingdom ever added to the game. It was the last kingdom that ever got added before they started doing all the factions. And it was brought in August 2 years ago. It's like 2 years and a month ago. It was the most recent faction, kingdom, I mean, ever added to the game. At the end of the kingdom being added to game cycle. Where they started just doing factions every month. Well, not every month, but you know, every like 6 weeks or whatever it was. And of course, now we have almost all of them 2 weeks from now. Or not 2 weeks, I mean 2 factions from now we will. Of course, we most recently had the 32nd faction. And now the only 2 we have left are Blackhawk and, the other one. Blackhawk and, Broken Spire. Only thing I've noticed with this mouse, a partial click doesn't seem to click all the way. That's probably just the oversensitivity of the other one. Because when I do like a slight thing, oh no, now it's doing it. That's weird. Still need to get used to it. It probably just needs to be broken in a little. Been using it for less than a day. And some of that time was trying to figure out how on earth to get the program to work. Which still doesn't. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. Like, it works perfectly fine otherwise. But that will always bother me. There's always some kind of weird tech issue with almost everything I ever get. Like, even this microphone and webcam initially did, like, something weird initially. Can't think of, like, a single piece of hardware where it didn't have at least one technical issue when I got it. I feel like that's the case for almost everything these days. Generally. It's weird because I didn't notice that for this entire day, yet when we started doing Gems of War, I'm starting to notice it. Probably because we have to click so quickly. Whereas when doing other things, you might not notice like a dropped input as much. The only problem with where I currently live is the colleges are so far from where I currently am. I think it's almost like an hour just to get to a college, the closest college. And everything on the campus is so spread apart. Like, I know where I went in New Jersey, you could, like, literally just walk everywhere. But the campus is actually so large that you almost have to, like, have a car. Because the walks would be, like, sometimes miles. Or maybe not miles, but, like, a singular mile to get from one building to the next. I don't know, I don't think I would like online courses as much. At that point, you might as well just, like, self-learn. I like, physically being there. Muscle memory from the old one? Possibly. Because the amount that you have to click and the angle that you have to click is slightly different. What are we farming for right now? I'm trying to get the purple kills. I got lucky and have a 100 gem purple kill objective, which we still haven't hit because we haven't been going out of our way for it until now. But that's what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, we're not trying to get a level. There's no way we're going to reach that to this stream. But mostly just trying to get our 32 more purple kills. There's a 5% chance every single day that you will get a kill 150 for a... There is a 5% chance per day, unless they've changed it, but it's around a 5% chance per day that you will get a kill 150 objective for 100 gems instead of the normal one that's there, assuming you've already cleared out all of those. Which means about once per month that will happen. Sometimes you get luckier, sometimes you don't. But on average, you'll get one every month. Technically slightly more than that if you get, you know, on average. Unless you get really unlucky. It's completely random for everyone, though. The bottom 3 tasks are the same for everyone, but the top one's different. Which is why we have it. But I don't think they've changed the drop rate on it. It used to be 5%, if it's not still 5%. It still feels like it's about 5%. Because it does happen about once or twice per month, which is exactly what 5% would be. It's not that much of a difference, but 80 more gems than normal is definitely nice. And you definitely want to make sure to get it done the day of, otherwise you don't get the extra 20 gem task, or super lucky, another 100 gem task right after. Which means at minimum you're losing 20 gems if you don't get it done the day of. That doesn't take that long. You can literally just spam a location like we are and get it done that way. And get it done in under half an hour. And depending on what you're already doing in the game, you might just get it done passively. Oh, hello, Jason. Hello, Darkness. Welcome, welcome. Hey, I know him. Want to drop anything good? Probably not. Also, I wonder if the Jewel Gnome glitch will be fixed before next Nomapalooza. Only 2 more weeks? Well, 2 weeks and 2 days at this point. It's around the corner. Next Vault event. You never finish the 150 kill task on the day they're issued. You could just spam explore for it. Yeah, I've missed it a couple times. Either because I forget it was even there, or because of vacation or other things. Because I know generally when I'm on vacation, I don't normally get them done the day of. Just because doing the standard dailies won't get you anywhere near as close to do it. You have to go out of your way for at least like 20 minutes to go and get it done. Oh, there we go. There it is. That didn't take too long. And that wasn't even an optimal location to do it in. But there we go. Got our kills. And of course we get 100 gems for it. Well, that's all the main objectives. Let me go ahead to the code. And then we'll go probably do a little bit of token grinding. Code time! Oh, so that reminds me, I need to ask for more code soon. We are actually running a little low. I have enough for about a week and a half, it looks like. Oh yeah, we definitely need to make sure to get more. We're going to need them for that Vault event. Let's see. I was gonna say we might need to hand one out when we get like an epic Valky during the thing, but I forgot. Yeah, Nomapalooza like buries you in epic Valkies. If anything, we'll have to do it like every 10th epic Valky or something. Anyways, I'm looking for the code section, which for whatever reason keeps moving on me. There it is. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that over there. Click refresh. Put that over there. Copy all that, and here goes go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over here is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with MT. And it gives the same order as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Only usable on the PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay, there we go. So, I guess we'll do a little bit of grinding at this point. If you guys have any other questions, now would be a great time to ask. Where is the farming team? There it is. Almost clicked Explore 3. Explore 12. Actually, I'm not sure why I even have it named Explore 3 still. It actually goes up to about Explore 5 or so. Definitely up to Explore 4. Because even with 20%, it can still do Explore 4 consistently everywhere. If you have the stats for it, but of course we have the stats for it at this point. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. I probably should actually kill the other one. Big problem with that one is it could end up, well, it's unlikely. He can end up reviving, which is or not reviving, but, you know, transforming. Which is problematic, because then he gets all his durability back, and that'd be very bad. Luckily, it didn't happen. And even if it did, Zugoff would just do Zugoff things, and it'd be dead. Oh, also, just a reminder, we will not have a morning stream for Gems of War this Friday. Mostly because it's Arena. And also because we're probably going to be playing that other game still. That or sleeping, because we're going to be playing it so late at night. On launch night. Oh, let's see, I'll take that over. And I can't believe that's already tomorrow night as well. Came around like crazy quick. Oh, let's see. We'll throw that down. Good extra turn. Get the Zugoff down there. Also, did any of you guys see that new Nickelodeon game that's coming out? We might do it. It seems pretty funny. Normally, I wouldn't get spin-off games like that, but it seems like it's actually like a proper made-up game. And not just like a cash grab game. There's too much nostalgia in that game to not get it. They even got Cat Dog in the game. Gosh, that thing is ancient. When did that first air? I want to say 2003. Maybe even earlier than that. It probably actually was earlier than that. It might have even been late 1990s. Oh, let's see. Get that down. That's an extra turn, might as well grab it. Cat Dog 1998, yeah, well gosh, that thing is ancient. I would have been 4 years old when I saw the first episode of it then. That was back when, like, the golden years of animation on TV. Like, that 5 years around that area. There were so many good animated shows around that time. What do we go for here? Get explosion. They even got one of the Hey Arnold characters in there. Though, oddly enough, not Arnold himself. Which is kind of funny. There was actually a couple of them where the main character of the series wasn't actually added. But a spin-off character that was more popular was added instead. Or not a spin-off, but, you know, a different character in the series. Because that happened for that one Safari one as well. Oh, I completely forget his name though. Like the main character wasn't even added. Or like one side character was. Because the father of the main character was actually added, but not the main character itself. Let's see. Take that over. Hello, Lorelli. Welcome, welcome. You never got into Nickelodeon, really? We had no cable TV. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't bothered having cable TV for the last decade or so. Like, pretty much at the end of high school, I, like, never had cable TV. Or at least haven't used it. Because this house actually does have it. But I just don't actually use it. Ever. And same as when I was in college, didn't bother. The only time I would ever see TV was while I was waiting for the bus at the transit station. While I was waiting for the one to get back to home. Because there wasn't any that directly went from the college to the other thing. So I had to get all the way over to the bus station and all the way back over to the other place. Normally just had the news or whatever else was on though. What do we go for here? Hey, sorry about that. I get a lot of names incorrectly. Very bad at pronunciating things. Ow. That was a lot of Cascade. At least get enough mana. You know, I'm just gonna go for it. Good thing I didn't take that red, otherwise we wouldn't auto extra turn there. And luckily we will end with a good Cascade, just as the enemy killed us with. I'll take that over. Anything good in our chests? Nope. I've been getting good chest luck the last week or so. Pretty average chests. Hopefully we'll get at least one good one to stream. Oh, we did get the Nisha the other week. Haven't seen better than the Anu since though. Yeah, I always feel out of the loop as a millennial sometimes, just because I don't even watch like Netflix or anything else like that. I haven't actually ever bought in a single streaming service ever. Not a single one of them. Just never really had a need to. Oh, I'll throw that down. Oh, got our little bit of mana there. Though there is one series I am currently watching on YouTube. I've actually called it every single year the last like few years. There's like this channel. Oh gosh, I can't even remember the name of the channel. But they do a Marble Olympics like every single year. And the last one, I believe, is this Friday, oddly enough, for the current year's one. And I always root for the Raspberry Racers. And they actually have a chance to win this year. I think they're actually in first place this time. They're like in first or second. They're definitely in striking distance of first. And the next one will decide it. It's actually probably the closest it's been as well. I think there's like 5 teams within less than 10 points. I think you can get as much as like 15 points or something from the final. Or from every round. Final's not worth any more. So we'll take that over. Peacock TV? I did see that get announced the other several months ago. I never checked it out though. Isn't it free, but you get charged for like some other things or something? I forget exactly how it works. It's like one of those free to start kind of ones, where they try to get a bunch of good stuff in there for free, and then it's like, oh, but what about this other paid stuff? You already have it downloaded. Kind of reminds me how like Epic Game Store is trying to work, where it's like, ooh, come here, we have some free stuff. Please use us instead of Steam. Let's see. I'll take that out. Though we will finally have to play our first game ever on Epic Game Store. They're finally going to get us because they bought out Darkest Dungeon 2's beta. So when that beta comes out in the next month or so, we're going to have to... Oh, we got Anisha! Nice. Well, when the beta comes out in like the next month or so, we're going to be forced to have to play our first game ever on Epic Game Store. Because for like an entire year, it'll be Epic exclusive. Oh, there we go. We got Anisha. Yay. We're just talking about how we're getting nothing good. That makes up for it. Would I really watch Netflix? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of good things there even are on Netflix. I know like there's different shows on like different streaming platforms too, which is really annoying that they're not just all in one place, but it kind of makes sense. Obviously, it needs something to entice people in. I'm not even sure what series are good on Netflix. Or on any streaming platform, which is probably why I don't bother getting any of them. Let's see, we'll throw that down. And now for another code? No. We'll have another one tomorrow night. Question, how many medals do you need to upgrade 100 troops to max and souls? Well, if you're doing it at 100% rate, you need, math. 6 million? Is it 60 million or 6 million? I'm pretty sure it's 6 million. 60 million sounds too high. Because it's what? 60,000 per troop. So yeah, 6 million souls. And the amount of medals really depends on what rarity you have. But, oh no, it depends how you're distributing them. Because if you're doing it like at rarity, it's 6. But if you're doing, you know, like 3 at rarity and then 1 above, it's 400 instead of 600. So you need anywhere from 400 to 600 medals. And 6 million souls is what it costs, basically. The exact amount of medals can vary heavily depending on how you plan on upgrading. And the amount of souls is based on you're going for a 100% chance every time and not chancing it ever. Actually, both of those numbers are based on doing it that way. Yeah, it's anywhere from 400 to 600 medals plus 6 million souls. And that's the minimum. Could do more if you tried chancing it. Though it could also slightly be less if you tried chancing it. I wouldn't advise it though. Better just 100% it. I still have yet to do a single upgrade that wasn't at 100%. We probably will at some point, like once we've upgraded like every common in the entire game, and we have nothing else to use those for. Yeah, it's a lot of resources. Isn't it like the most unachieved achievement in the game or something? It's really hard. Hey, we could scroll again. That feels nice. Let's see. As I'm still like moving that as if... There we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's still the most unobtained achievement in the entire game. Though it has gone up quite a bit, 0.6. Was as low as 0.1 in the past, or 0.2. It is slowly going up, because of course as more and more medals come into the game, even just naturally through the World event, it becomes increasingly easier to get. But, yeah, you need a lot for that. It's still ridiculously hard. And it's still the most unobtained achievement in the entire game. Definitely a really hard one. Mostly because the amount of time it takes to do it. It effectively requires hundreds of hours in Explore 12 at optimal speeds. Or even more time otherwise. Like, I think it's like something like 400 or 500 hours in Explore 12 if you're winning at 1 per minute. Though there are teams that win quicker than that, like what we're using right now. But on average, if you're winning at 1 per minute, I think it's like 400 to 500 hours of Explore 12. Though you do get them through other means, of course, which lowers down that amount of time. And of course, it's not counting the time for the souls. Though, with how Nomapalooza and Vault events work in general, you could probably get most of the souls you ever need just through those. Even though they nerfed it quite a bit from when they, like, super buffed it, it's still, really good rate. And not to mention, Zugoff, not Zugoff, but, Ferris Raw teams still farm, like, 50,000 plus souls per hour. It's becoming less and less viable over time, but it's still a thing for a nice pinch of souls, if they're ever needed. Yeah, game too much to ever binge watch anything. I don't know. I've somewhat binge watched some series. I binge watched what's it called? Gosh, I cannot remember the name of the thing. Taskmaster. That one, like, British series where they do a bunch of tasks. I binge watched that for several seasons. But aside from that, yeah, nothing too much recently. As far as series. Because luckily that one ended up uploading most of their stuff just to YouTube over time. But I think like 2 of the seasons aren't on YouTube yet though. As well as whatever season's currently ongoing, obviously. They gotta make money somehow. Let's see. Well, of course YouTube ads make money too, but you know, they make more money from other means. Let's see. Throw that down. Actually, we'll take that first. Let's go get one more chest. Highly doubt we're gonna get another Nisha, but it's worth a shot. Then we'll probably end it there. So if anyone else has any other questions, anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Tomorrow night we will be doing 2 things. One is we'll be doing Gems of War at our, normal time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be messing around with the class events. It's one of the more useless classes, but at least if nothing else, most people will probably be able to get EXP towards it. Since, a lot of people don't have it upgraded. I wouldn't bother spending gems towards it, but you'd still be able to get that. And then, of course, we'll be doing the new Warrior Wear game late that night, a couple hours later. Because it launches at midnight, or midnight my time, which is like 3 hours to now tomorrow when we'll be doing that. Yeah, we'll do it the second it launches. Let's see. When are you going to craft the second Zugoff? I'm not sure. I kind of like this team already. We might end up going for the second Zugoff. I'm probably waiting till the end of the season to see what we're getting at the end of the season. And then at that point, we'll probably make the determination once again on if we'll craft it or not. So that's like 4 weeks from now. But yeah, in about another month, we'll probably be crafting officially the second Zugoff. Well, what launches tomorrow? Warrior Wear. It's kind of like Mario Party, kind of, not exactly. It's like a bunch of mini games, but micro games, which are a bit different than mini-games in the sense that they are extremely quick-paced. The main premise of the game is that you have to keep going increasingly quicker and quicker until the point where you'd eventually lose. The unique spin that this one has compared to past games is you actually use different characters. So in the past, the way that you would do the WarioWare games is when you have an audio cue of what the game is going to be, you kind of already know exactly what you're going to do. But this one's going to be quite a bit unique because I believe it has around 18 different characters. And instead of having one way that you play every single minigame, there's theoretically about 18 different ways that you could potentially have to do it. So not only do you have to account for what minigame you're about to play, but you also have to account for what character you're about to use for the minigame, because it always forces you to have to rotate through some amount of characters. While there are a couple characters that play relatively similarly, they are all still different as far as how you would tackle the minigames. So you could kind of cheese it and pick a bunch of characters that, play relatively similarly. But then there'd still be different enough that you'd be forced to have to go at least to some different degree of how you would have to do it. Like the way that they shoot might be a different angle, even if they all kind of float. But if you're doing like just completely random ones or doing all of them, like some of them almost play like a platformer, other ones you were like completely idle and you have to shoot, and then other ones you can kind of move around, but you might be forced to only attack in a certain direction. And it's pretty fun. I played the demo, really solid. Its replayability is mostly in, you know, constantly redoing the games over again, whereas oh, that was the final one we needed. Distribute ready? Yeah, there we go. But it's definitely not a game you'd play for the storyline or anything. It's mostly just for the fun of constantly replaying all the minigames, because the game doesn't really start until you finish like the main storyline, which I think takes like only a few hours. It's a pretty short game. It's also $10 cheaper than a normal game. I think it's like $50 or something. But I don't know, it's pretty fun. If you're not like super into the series, it's definitely not like a day one buy, even though I will be personally, because it's probably something that's going to go on sale for as cheap as like $30 in the future. But I don't know, I've been a huge fan of the series, especially the Wii one. That was the one I probably played the most out of any of them. And overall, it does seem like it's going to be a pretty fun experience, so we'll be messing with that. Should be pretty fun to watch as well, because it gets pretty hectic. And it's kind of developed in a way where you're going to have to lose. Like, it's impossible not to lose in like every single instance. And the challenge, you know, is of course to get as far as you can. Let's see. But anyways, any other questions, anyone? Let me know, let me know. Just look it up, demo available, gonna hear, check it out. Oh yeah, definitely check it out. And we'll be streaming it tomorrow night. In about 3 hours, 3 hours from now, tomorrow. We'll be doing that right after our Gems of War. Well, not right after Gems of War stream, but you know, at midnight that night. But anyways, guys, that will do it for now. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. As I mentioned, we'll be back an hour prior to now tomorrow for Gems of War. We'll be doing class event, probably messing around a little bit more token grinding. Hopefully we'll get lucky with another Nisha, have a code again. And in a few hours after that, we'll be doing WarioWare and do that for the launch day. I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming on any other day, but we'll be streaming it a lot that night, as well as probably during the day at some point. And when we're not as tired. Because that game needs really quick reaction time, so it might be a little horrible during that night. Though I should be able to get a lot of rest tomorrow, because I don't have too many other things I need to get done. Though I do have a few, but I should be able to sleep in and be nice and rested for when we do get around to it all. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful week. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching, as always. Greatly appreciated.